Hi and welcome. Take a seat and let's chat. Today it's gonna be you, me, and my tea. It's gonna be mostly me talking, but if you have anything to say, please leave a comment. Maybe it's too early to ask you that. So let me introduce myself very quickly. You can call me Mylene, which is not my real name, but I do not like my real name. So we're going to use this one if you don't mind. I'm 37 and I'm French. And yes, I do my videos and podcasts in English. So it's going to be broken, not perfect, but don't worry, my French is not perfect either. But I feel more comfortable doing that in English. Don't ask me why. Actually, there is a reason behind it. That is not the subject of this video. Because this video is about, like the title says, how I did not believe in manifestation until, and you didn't have the end of it, I realized that I did manifest things in my life without knowing that I could manifest. When being an adult, we learn, unfortunately, that we kind of need to doubt of everything and everyone because at some point we got hurt. And because we got hurt, we don't want this to happen again. So we are very cautious about the risk we take, the people we trust. And that's something that we don't have when we're a child. When we're a child, we believe that we can do anything, even flying to the moon. Until you realize that it is possible. Just very difficult, but still possible. Because as a child, we don't know what it means to get hurt until we do. Until we learn the consequences of what we do, what we try. But once an adult, we probably went through so much and we got hurt so much that we doubt a lot. And your confidence can be very low, which is what happened to me. And then you realize that what's stopping you is your doubt, your own brain. And that also stops you to achieving your dream or, if you want, manifest your dream. It's not that I don't like the word manifestation, but it does sound like kind of magical when it's all about taking actions. In a way, I'm oversimplifying that. So I could go into details about what I've learned. There are so many podcasts on the subject that you can listen to from experts, scientists, doctors, that I encourage you to watch these videos because they will explain it much better than I can do. Where to start? There are many things to talk about, so this is gonna be more than one video, I think. It's going to be a series of videos. And we're going to start with the very beginning, which is going to be not the very end, hopefully, just the very now. And how I got into digging a little bit further or understanding a bit more about manifestation. Last year, I've been through the hardest time of my life. I'm still on the healing journey. And because I am someone who needs to understand things, I needed to understand my own brain. At first, I did not understand why repeating affirmations would change anything in my life. Why would I say, oh, I'm happy, I'm wealthy, I'm worthy, I'm all of that thing. What would it change for me? I don't know what my hair is doing right now. But what I did not understand at that time was the power of words, but in a good way. Because I did understand that hearing all the time that you're not enough, you're not pretty, you're too fat, you're too much something, not enough something else, which I've been through most of my childhood, that leaves scars. But I never thought that positive thoughts would do the same thing, but in a good way. And this is when it blew my mind because I knew the power of words on someone and how very harsh words can affect us. I never thought that it could work the other way when it's completely logical. But probably because I was more on the negative side of it, that I received all of that it was difficult for me to accept I think it was more about accepting that good words, nice words could heal you. Of course, it's not going to change you overnight. It's going to take a lot of time, like the way that probably you too, maybe not, I don't know, the same way that I've heard those words for years and years and years and years. That shaped me in a way that I don't feel enough. And at the same time, I know that I'm too much. When actually I'm just myself. And it's just that myself did not fit in the boxes of other people being in my life during my childhood. And then I understood one thing among many others, is that if words hurt me all my childhood, they can heal me now, because words are powerful. And your own thoughts are also powerful. I've read this somewhere on the internet, so I don't know who wrote that, but it says that if your brain can imagine the worst, it could also imagine the best. And I was like, yes, it does make sense. And there are so many situations where I was thinking the worst, that my body reacted, and I was like, I am not okay. And this is mostly what panic attacks did to me. It was like I was overthinking a past situation, and I was overthinking an uncertain future. So I reacted when actually in the present nothing was happening. But when you're as weak and destroyed as I was last year, even though I could tell myself that I was safe in my room, I mean mostly in my bed crying, but I was safe, it was very difficult for my brain to just turn off and my body to calm down. So it is not an easy journey, and it's going to be quite long, but because I understood that positive thoughts can change the way I was living and doing things, I'm trying to do that more. So it's not just about telling yourself that you're great, you're amazing, you can do anything you want. Keep telling you that because that does great things to you anyway, but it's not just about that. I knew that because of what I've been through during my childhood, I knew for a very, very long time that what happened shaped me in the person that I am today. We're going to talk about that in the other parts, but I had to put myself, my true self, away in order to survive what I was going through. I lost a lot of confidence, obviously. I let those words shape me. And now, as an adult, in some situations, I feel terrible. I panic. I'm scared. When most people won't react like that, it's only because of words. If negative words can destroy someone, then positive ones can heal. So this is what I'm trying to do. And I hope it will work for you too. I'm talking too much. My tea is getting cold, but it's still good, even if it's cold. So I hope I did not lose you with this explanation. I think we're going to stop here for this video, and I'm going to do the other part. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, please take care of you. Bye bye.